As the investigation into the Orlando shooter continues right now, experts say some things are clear about his mental state going into that attack. RTV6's Jason Fechner continues our coverage. Jason.
Good evening, Todd. Good evening, everyone. While it's still very early in the investigation, mental health experts say there are some things that are clear tonight. This attack, of course, was not random, and the gunman appears not to have snapped. This attack was likely planned for some time.
The Pride weekend that's been celebrated across the country certainly probably fed into his sort of notion of being able to be connected to a larger group, feeling like he was making a contribution, and certainly getting some notoriety for his actions.
That is Dr. Anita Thomas, Dean of the School of Psychological Sciences at UIndy, joining us on RTV6 this afternoon. She said personal identity issues likely fed into the gunman's motivation, and he likely simply wanted to find some sort of connection to something, hence pledging allegiance to ISIS. We also spoke about what to tell your kids in the wake of this attack and any others, God forbid, in the future.
I certainly would encourage parents to open dialogue with their children, to ask them questions about how they're feeling, how they're responding, to talk to them about any anxiety or stress that they might be having in terms of could this happen to us, that they really need to sort of follow their instincts in terms of how anxious is my child. And if their child becomes too anxious, certainly limiting exposure, reassuring them about things not happening within their communities, but also then talking about safety and sort of that see something, say something mentality needs to be communicated.
Dr. Thomas also added that the American Psychological Association has more advice and tips for parents wondering how best to speak to their child in the wake of a violent tragedy like this one. We will post a link to that resource with our coverage through the RTV6 app and through the hot button right now at theindychannel.com.